Module 6, Lesson 2 is about point-slope form. This is another equation that we can use to write the equation of a linear function. And which equation is best sort of depends on what you are given in a particular situation. But this is another way that we can write a linear function. So let's get started. All right, first they say derive point-slope form. Basically, they're showing you how to build or how to put some information together to get point-slope form. Literally, it's point-slope form because it's great if you have one point and you're given the slope. Okay? Well, if you're given the slope down here of 4 and you're given this 1 point, then you can actually begin with the slope formula and you can put in that point, the ordered pair, and then you can do a little bit of rearranging. Okay, I can take what's on the bottom and multiply both sides by what's on the bottom, and what's on the denominator on that side is x minus 2. So I can take that whole thing, put it in parentheses, and multiply everything by x minus 2. Which allows us to cancel this. Okay. So all I did really is I put in the coordinates of the 1 point that I had, and I put in the slope, and this is point-slope form basically. Okay, point-slope form is an equation written in this format: y minus y1 equals mx minus x1, where x1 and y1 are the coordinates of the point I know, and m is the slope. Okay, so the equation that you derived is written in the form called point-slope form. So the equation y equals 2x plus 1 is in slope-intercept form. Can you rewrite that in point-slope form? And the answer is, of course you can. All right, from the slope-intercept form, I know that my slope is 2, and I know that 1 is the y-intercept. The ordered pair for my y-intercept is 0, 1. So I can take those two pieces of information and plug it in to this point-slope form. Okay, y minus y1 equals m x minus x1. Okay. Okay, so they give you example 1a is basically done for you. Here's your slope, here's your ordered pair indicating a point on the line, and you just plug and chug. You put 3.5 in for m, you put negative 3 in for the x1 value, and you put 2 in for the y1 value. Okay, now be careful. Negative 3, the formula already says x minus x1, so it still should say x minus x1. x1 is minus, so it's basically telling you minus a negative, which turns it into plus 3. Okay, so there is your line in point-slope form. Okay, let's do this one. Slope is 0. Y minus y1 equals m x minus x1. If I say 0 times anything, and I'm multiplying everything because it's in parentheses, so 0 times all this is just 0. Negative, y minus a negative 1 gives you y plus 1. Okay, if I wanted to just move it over to see what y equals, I could do that. But this is point-slope form. Suppose you're given the slope of a line that's 0, which we actually just did. What's the only additional information that you would need to write the equation of a line? Well, the only thing in here, after we get all done, is that y1 value. Okay? Because if you think about it, if you have a line with a slope of 0, that's a horizontal line. So all the points on the line are going to have the same y value. Okay? So you only need the y1 value. Okay. Let's go down here. Write an equation in point-slope form for each line. So how about do that, pause, do that, and then hit play and check your answers. All right. So here's my point-slope formula. Here's what it looks like when I put everything in. All right, hit pause, do 4. All right, here's number 4. Here's the format for point-slope form. And here is what it should look like after I substitute everything in. Remember that my, excuse me, my x1 is a negative. And so when you say minus a negative 3, that's how it turned into positive 3. All right, let's see how we can use this to actually figure out a real, answer to a real life situation. Paul wants to place an ad in a newspaper. The newspaper charges $10 for the first 2 lines of text, and then $3 for each additional line of text. Paul's ad is 8 lines long. How much will the ad cost? So, just thinking about dependent and independent variables, x is going to be our independent variable. That's the number of lines of text. And then the y is going to be the cost in dollars. 2 lines of text cost $10. So that's an x and a y value. That's an ordered pair. So I have an ordered pair. And then it also states that it's $3 for each additional line. So that's going to be my rate of change. So that's going to be my slope. So I can take those 2 pieces of information and write an equation in point-slope form, which is actually what they've done for you. So they've taken the y1 and put it here. They've taken the x1 and put it here. They've taken the slope and they've put it here. Okay? So you have y minus 10 equals 3x minus 2. Okay? Then, if I know I'm going to buy 8 lines, then all I need to do is I need to substitute 8 in where the x is still written, right there, and then you solve for y. So 8 lines of text costs $28. All right, Paul would like to shop for the best price to place the ad. A different newspaper has a base cost of $15 for 3 lines and $2 for every extra line. All right, so first of all, $2 for every extra line, that's the rate of change, that gives you the slope. This tells you a point on the line. 3 lines, that's the independent, so that's the x, costs $15. That's the dependent, so that's a y. Okay, so you have a point, 3 comma 15, and you have a slope, 2. So all you have to do is put everything in there. Y minus 15 equals, they've already put the 2 in there, x minus 3. Okay? Oh, and then they want you to substitute 8 right here because you're going to buy 8 lines. Okay? 8 minus 3 is 5, and 2 times 5 is 10. Y minus 15. If you think about it, you're going to add 15 to both sides to get y by itself, and y is $25. So, if he shops around, this is actually the better deal if he's going to do an 8-line ad, because it's $3 cheaper than the other one. All right, now I would like you to attempt number 6. It's very similar to the one we just did with Paul putting an ad in the newspaper. So Daisy purchases a gym membership. She pays a sign-up fee and a monthly fee of $11. Okay, they don't tell you what the sign-up fee is. That would be your y-intercept. But we're not using a formula that specifies y-intercept. All right. She does pay a monthly fee of $11. So that's your rate of change, and that's your slope. Okay. So your M is 11. After 4 months, she's paid a total of $59. So that is an ordered pair somewhere on your line. The X is your independent variable. It's your number of months. Your Y is your dependent variable, and it's the cost. So use a linear equation in point-slope form to find the sign-up fee. Y minus Y1 equals M X minus X1. Okay. Okay, so a little bit of thinking should tell you that, hey, she's paid the sign-up fee before any months go by. Okay? So at 0 months, all she's paid is the sign-up fee. So I'm going to put in a 0 right there. Okay? So that's going to be 11 times a negative 4, and that's going to be negative 44 equals Y minus 59. I'm going to move the Y by, I'm going to move the 59 by adding it. 59 minus 44, and I get $15. So $15 is the sign-up fee.